Hi everybody, welcome back to another chit chat video with your girl Linda. I know it's been such a long time. Where have I been? What have I been doing? What is going on? It seems like every single 3 months I disappear and I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh guys, I'm so sorry. It's just been going through life, and I promise this time around I'm gonna be as consistent as can be, and then I fall flat on my face. I am so sorry for my inconsistency. I hope you guys are able to forgive me, but I have, in some sense, good reasons as to why I've been away. I wouldn't say they're good reasons, but I have a reason why I haven't been posting. There's just been a lot of things been happening with me through this journey of trying to be the best version of myself. It isn't as easy as I stated that it would be, or maybe I made you guys perceive it was easy. But it takes a lot of hard work, it takes commitment, it takes dedication, it takes you looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at yourself and reflecting on who you really are and how you can get yourself to be the best version of yourself, which can be very difficult, especially if you don't want to deal with the habits and the lifestyle that you're currently living that isn't getting you anywhere. So let's begin this topic for today, which is, why do bad things happen to good people? I don't know why I came up with this title in particular. I think I just came up with the title when I was going through some things, hence why I've been gone. I have been dealing with just an overflow of circumstances, challenges, to be more specific, that has caused me to, in some sense, really be held accountable for the things that I preach on here, which is to still strive to be the best version of yourself, even when you deal with adversities, even when you deal with setbacks. So while I was going through this difficult time, it was hard for me to want to pick up the camera and record. It was actually impossible for me to even do that because I got my phone stolen. So all of the other content that I actually had on my phone prior to it being stolen was wiped off, right? And I didn't back it up on my Google Docs or my iCloud. So now we are here. We're having to start fresh. Basically, yeah, starting fresh is not a bad thing, as much as you guys may think it could be, or what I perceived during the time that I was going through what I was going through. I thought starting fresh was the most hardest thing to do. It was difficult for me to look past the present circumstances of losing all my stuff out of nowhere and having to just come up with better videos and to come up with better concepts and to just brainstorm after you put so much work and after you've done so much progress on your own time, and then having to start all over again is very difficult. So as I tap into this video, guys, keep that in mind that this video was inspired by me going through the thing that going through a hard situation where I question a lot of the times, why do bad things happen to good people? I question that through the process of just retrieving, or not even retrieving, just like getting myself a new phone, dealing with being sick, dealing with a death, and just a bunch of other stuff. I don't want to bore you guys in this particular video with the things that happened to me, but I will definitely share, maybe if that's something that you guys would like me to be more specific about, and how I've overcame that, how I specifically overcame the situation that I went through, the situations that I went through. You guys can definitely leave it in the comment section down below, and I will definitely consider it. As I said, but already like twice, is about why does good things happen to bad people? So I have come to understand through this process of me going through a hard situation, and I am in no means saying that I am a good person and I deserve to have the best of luck, and everybody else that is bad deserves bad things to happen to them. I am no way wishing upon anybody for them to lose their phone, have somebody close pass away, or all of a sudden have a really bad ailment or something. I'm not in any ways wishing what I went through on anybody. But a lot of the times when you're doing the right thing, when you are trying to be a good person, when you're trying to live a righteous lifestyle, when you see yourselves and your action and your behavior is in some sense positive. It's positive. You're not wishing any ill will on anyone. You're doing the right thing, right? So you see yourself in a good light. You're like, I should be attracting the best of luck, the best of blessings to overflow in my life because I'm servicing other people. I am humble. I'm kind. I do charity work, or I'm heavily involved in church, or whatever makes you think that, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel like you're doing good. You're doing good. You're using your time to serve and to serve other people and to be good, right? You're in some sense you're using your time to pour into other people's lives. And then bad things happen, right? Sometimes you may think that I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be going through all of these hardships. I don't deserve to have to experience this. Then you question yourself, God, why? Why do bad things happen to good people? Why do these things happen to good people who are trying, And so as you're thinking about these things and as you're going through the process, I'm getting on my iPad here, looking at my notes. As you're going through the process of thinking about that, you tend to look at the current situation in a negative light. You're looking as if bad people deserve bad things to happen to them and good people deserve good things to happen to them because they're doing good, right? It's almost like when you're in kindergarten and you are a good kid, you get a sticker or you get a treat or you get some type of reward for positive or good behavior. So as adults, we kind of equate that experience as when we were children or adolescents of like good behavior gets rewarded, bad behavior doesn't. But that is not the universal law. That is not the reality of the world that we actually live in. Which sucks, which can be unfair. But the reality that we live in, whether you're bad or whether you're good, time happens, seasons happen where you're going to go through a difficult time. And because it's universal, where even bad people and good people are not discriminated against when it comes to experiencing challenging times, it proves that those challenging times are actually placed there on purpose. Like things just don't happen. Your existence doesn't just happen, right? So because your existence, why you're even here, why you exist today, didn't just come out of chance. That means everything that you experience in this world, it's not by chance. It's everything that you experience, whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's supposed to happen because you are supposed to go through it. Your existence is to go through things. It's to go through troubling times. It's to go through experiences that make you you. It's a part of life. It's a part of our existence, to be honest. So let me just get deeper into this by looking through my notes that I placed here. So I wrote here that, why do bad things happen to good people? Things happen in seasons and for a reason. I'm going to break down seasons and reasons. I'm going to look at the camera as well. Well, the reason why things happen in seasons is for reasons because things don't happen by chance. Our existence, as an example, didn't happen by chance. We just, out of all the sperms, we ended up being, the chosen ones. You're not here by chance, but for a reason, a perfect God-ordained reason, purpose. The Bible shares stories about great giants, great people who went through tough, difficult seasons, but came out untouched and on top. Joseph being one of those people. I love the story where it starts off showing us how seasons can make you think or even not understand or see the direction of where you and I, the protagonist, is heading. Was in a family where his brothers hated him. He was in a family where they actually plotted to kill him, but then changed their mind and decided to sell him. So they sold him, and as the story continues to progress, he was a slave. And after he went through being a slave, he was put in jail. And then he was in jail for a very long time. And as you're reading the story, you begin to think where is this going? This story sounds very depressing. And just like you and I, whether you lost a job or your health is declining or your love life is non-existent or you're just going through a hard time through your love life, or you're just feeling like you're a loner, like you're misunderstood, going through embarrassment after embarrassment, heartbreak after heartbreak. You're wondering, where is this going? Where is my story going? But just as you're in that storm and things are not making sense, you feel like there's a loss of control in your life, a loss of what you actually want to occur in your life. Then the tide turns. The storm starts to die down. And as the storm begins to calm down, and if you've held on long enough just to wait till the end of the storm, you've noticed there's a difference in something. So just like a storm, when you're in a tornado, when there's a tornado that's happening, and for instance, the image that comes into mind when I'm thinking about a storm is like a cow. I don't know why I keep thinking about cows, because I've seen this cartoon this one time, and there was a tornado, and the cow was lifted in the tornado and it was just spun, and then all of a sudden the tornado died down and the cow was plopped somewhere in the city, right? And and just like that, when you're in the storm, when you're going through a hard time and things are not clear, things just don't make sense, you don't get it, why is this happening, right? And you feel like there's a loss of control. And as the storm actually starts to die down, if you have held on long enough, you didn't give up. You didn't give up on the thought of this too shall pass. If you didn't give up on that, when you finally come out of the storm, you will begin to see or recognize the difference in your environment, the difference in you, what the storm in some sense did to basically shift and transform you, make you anew in some sense. It's almost like you are being clean and polished through the storm, even though the storm itself is, in some sense, it's hurting you. You're being in pain. You're being pushed to you're being pushed to the wall. You feel like everything is just breaking down. And just like that, Joseph was going through the same thing. Joseph, he was going through just one thing after another. God is giving him these vivid dreams. He's giving him these great imagery of stuff that is about to happen. He has an amazing gift, but nobody else sees this. Nobody else sees the value in him. But he is given these gifts, and he goes through the process of, in some sense, just like why? Why is this happening? Why would my brothers do this to me? You know? But then he still holds on to that gift. He still holds on to the core of who he is and what he's supposed to do. And because he held on to that gift, because he didn't just discard it because of his present reality, the storm and things not being clear, him utilizing his gift through every step of the way, through every encounter in the storm. Down, he was in a different position. Then all of a sudden, the king, I believe the chief, he recognizes him because he used his gift in a way to help and support others around him. And because of that, he was placed in a highest position. And because of his love and his ability to not lose the core value of who he was. Joseph was a loving guy. He loved his brothers. That's why he shared his dream. Not a lot of people share their dreams. Not a lot of people share their knowledge, right? When I'm saying dreams, not a lot of people share their knowledge. Not a lot of people are loving enough to, in some sense, give other people insight on the blessings that they have, the insights that they have, the talent that they have, because they're afraid that maybe the person might use it, right? Like people that are in business, some of them don't share, the plans that they have because they're afraid that somebody else can pick up the idea and run with it. But Joseph didn't think about that. He was living in a state of love always, and even through his journey. So when the storm finally died down, he was then in a different environment, a different person. Through the storm, through the hardship, he was able to learn and acquire so much knowledge and endurance and understanding of challenges and how to tackle things. And so just like Joseph, we are like the same. As we're going through the storm, let us not think about it as like a thing that has come upon us to defeat us. I'm thinking about the movie Bruce Almighty when Jim Carrey was like, mighty smiter, you mighty smiter. And he was like yelling at God because he was just going through the worst of things. Let us not think about that God is just smiting us. He's a smiter. Because that's not the case. As much as we think, the good times are blessings, that just, when miracles happen to us, the unexpected great things happen to us are gifts. We also need to recognize that storms and challenges, right? Storms equals challenges are the same. They're gifts. They're gifts given to us based on the capacity that we have to deal with them. And each challenge that we encounter is uniquely designed for us to handle. So as much as you may think it's so difficult, just know things don't just happen by chance, right? Things are orchestrated and are planned ahead of time. You were planned ahead of time. Your troubles and your trials, trust me, if you were planned, everything else that you encounter was planned ahead of time and was designed specifically for you to handle. But when you're going through the storm and things are not clear and you feel like there's a sense of lost control, just tap into the core you, what your core talent and ability is like, and tap into the lovingness that you have within yourself. And once the tide has turned, once the storm has died down, you will definitely recognize the blessing in the storm that you just encountered. Because if you're lucky enough, you will be in a whole different environment. You would have been placed in a whole different city, like the cow that I watched in the cartoon, and just be experiencing amazing things that you didn't experience before the storm. So just like that, I just want to read some of the pointers that I wrote here because I think they're awesome. Your environment has changed. Your inner circle has changed as well once you're out of the storm. But most importantly, you have come out new. It's almost like a pop a popular toy that went back into the manufacturer office, the factory, and was taken apart so it can be revamped, redesigned, and made better. That is what every storm in your life is for, to make you brand new, never the same, new and a better version of yourself. That is the reason why, that's the reason and the cause purpose for the storm. That is why we shouldn't think that we are bad, which is why we're susceptible to experiencing bad things, or we are good, which is why we are supposed to experience good things. Because all of these things, whether bad or good, are gifts. They are given to us specifically for us to experience them and to deal with them. So that is my little tidbit here on, the topic of why do bad things happen to good people. I hope it inspires you guys to have a different perspective on things. And please leave in the comment section down below your thoughts, your insights, if you have any. And please like, comment, and subscribe, of course. And yeah, have yourselves a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Please let me know if you guys would like me to get more specific on the things that I've been dealing with. I can definitely give you guys some story times, and in some sense, like how I'm dealing with challenges. Yeah. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.